because of that in last match.
Yeah, but
I mean, these guys are a joke. This fucking tournament, they've got a guy with a lisp that has fucking Tourette's, and he tries to think that he's a Zale or something, and he'll just go into a middle of TV. Oh god, the pallet goes down. I'll swap to the wire. There's no fluidity. There's no tact. There's no grace at all. Then you got another guy who was busy DDoSing the Alla Cataclysm, Reinhard, that was. I mean, his English is his second language. So you got a guy with a lisp that has Tourette's, and then you got a guy that has English as his second language that was busy DDoSing Alla Cataclysm as the two organizers for the U.S. side. And then you got all these refs. Let's see, they had Magnus on ref. That guy was kicked off my team a week before the deadline when we did a practice with him, and he just was arguing and screwing up in games, and then he just was the type of person that can't take responsibility for his decisions. He's under 18, he's a young guy. And then you got another guy, Steve Jobs, right? That guy is known for being a Warlock bot. So they got a Warlock bot on ref, and by the way, that guy plays with ABN all the time, talks shit and everything. And then you got Gigasnail, who was unprofessional, slandered, and biased with the ugly mustache. The guy, he was rooting for Daticus the entire time. All of these judges, all these officials, they pick their teams and they root for them. That's not a way a tournament should be handled. Judges should arbitrate fairly to both sides, and they shouldn't show bias. In the court of law, if a judge shows bias or a juror, they kick them out, they dismiss them, and they replace them, and they get a new one. In this tournament, they're not doing them. They're letting people make decisions that have bias, that have histories with each team, and have picked favorites. And so, of course, the rulings are going to be in their favor. My team lost Comp Magu Fair. That's fine. That's our fault. Gelneas made a mistake. Just the one mage. We have a better team fight. We should have won that. 0-2. That's fine. We could have came back. We could have won. We won the Eye of the Storm fair and square. The map is bugged. There's grip DCs for both teams. And our healer's positioned at bottom so we couldn't get grip knocked. That's not illegal. That's ridiculous. It's smart. If anything, the grip knocks shouldn't be allowed. So they want to allow the grip knocks, but they don't want to allow us a way to avoid them. The only way to avoid them. So they just want to bring in, so they stack monks or something, I mean, that's ridiculous, because the monks have nimble, they have port, they have other stuff. I mean, at that point, you're just adding rules to the tournament. We played the map last night, twice on EOTS. The own team that we played against said, it's fine, we don't need that rule. And then they add the rule today versus ABN, and they rule against us. And last night, we fought through the bias, but tonight, we're not going to do it. It's the second night straight. I asked for impartial judges. I asked to be treated with fairness, and they don't have that. In fact, they grab more referees that have played with ABN, and they put them in as decision makers. It's ridiculous. They've got a Warlock bot that has a damage script and everything. He doesn't even play his class, named Steve Jobs, as a referee. And they've got Magnus, who was kicked off our team the week before, and obviously is holding a grudge against us. So I'm like, how can we expect to participate in a tournament? Why would we play through it if, it's so mishandled by the administration? This tournament is awful. There's no reason for us to play in that. And not only that, but the PTR is super buggy. I've got a DC on Katmagu like 3 or 4 times at the first match on live. I've got let me mute my stream. I've got an Eye of the Storm for both teams. There's every time somebody falls down, they DC. We had 10 DCs last night on EOTS, and we had a bunch more today. I don't even know why the map's in the tournament. It's awful. But I mean, we won it, and I showed you guys that screenshot of ABN. Stream sniping and the rogue saying, I feel bad. I wasn't going to take the node from him because he admitted guilt. He admitted that ABN was stream sniping, and yet we're questioned and yet we're put on the spot for stream sniping when they have no evidence at all except for circumstantial, except for the fact that Generic, a guy in the game, said, okay, unscenes might be coming to my node. Which, I mean, if you're guarding a node, you don't have much to do, right? Twiddle your fucking thumbs, text message, watch a movie in the back on the screen there. You don't got much to do. And it's pretty obvious from a tell standpoint, read the node guards. If they swap a node guard at MT, at DR, that means they're trying to ninja. They're doing it for a reason, to bring the rogue out. So when he calls out, a rogue might be at my base, how is that stream sniping? It's pretty obvious. Now, on the other hand, ABN is not in the game. ABN is only in their Skype call. He's watching the stream. They don't have a stream delay on. but then they turn it on after the EOTs, of course. Everything's done ex post facto for these guys. They turn it on afterwards, right? And then they blame us. Last night, Daticus TeamSpeak went down. Who do they blame? They blame us. Last night, Jeff got DDoSed, and they had a guy, and I have the YouTube video for it, and I'd like to call Generic, actually. Let me call him and grab the video.
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I have the video link? I just wanted to give that to my stream so they know that,
Yeah.
you know, I want the video link of them admitting to DDoSing our player. And how, and then I just want to tell everybody that after they had a guy on their team admit to DDoSing our player, I get the tournament administrator in my call saying, "Why is Reeds doing this?" I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, first of all, Reeds doesn't even have TeamSpeak downloaded. He stopped playing with Daticus 2 weeks before the tournament. What the fuck? How does that make him guilty? It's completely circumstantial.
And we're like trying to stall, and Reinhardt, there's a video of Reinhardt in their call.
Yeah,
saying that he
there's a video of a tournament administrator saying, "I'm gonna stall for you. I want you guys to win. I'm sorry. I would replay the map for you if you didn't win." What the fuck?
And then now they're saying
fuck?
like
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised if you watch the Olympics. The Russian judges, they're known for that type of stuff. Watch Olympic figure skating. Russian judges are always bought off and stuff. This Reinhardt guy is a joke. This tournament is a joke. This guy with the lisp, this socially marginalized reject that has Tourette's. The pally that goes down. Come on, man. It's so unprofessional. This is a fucking joke. All of it's a joke.
This is the worst tournament I've ever
Anyways,
had.
let me pull up this VOD. Yeah, worst tournament of all time. All right, so here's a VOD.
Okay, guys. So in this VOD, you're going to see
before you play that, I want to say one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes! I'm going back!
Streaming.
Follow them all!
One sec, I just got a sub or something. Go ahead, Nate.
Okay. Oh yeah. So anyways, Reinhardt is saying on stream that we used our challenge on that Silver Shard Mines map the other day when Maldiva was streaming without a delay, but he was saying that we challenged it because Jeff DC'd. But in reality, we challenged it because Maldiva was streaming without a delay.
Jeff was DDoSed. Jeff was DDoSed, and they admitted to DDoSing our player.
Yeah,
why the fuck?
To that DDoS.
Why do we have to use a challenge for that? You guys should take that game and replay it instantly, man. You want a tournament decided by these DDoSing losers?
With no delay, which is an instant DQ.
Exactly. And then we had evidence of ABN stream sniping. We had a screenshot in guild chat of them feeling guilty about it and admitting it, and yet we get the replay. We have to replay the map. We're not going to replay that map. We're not going to play the tournament under such shit conditions. Yeah, my team could have. We had a chance still. We could have won there. We could have won it again. I'm sure we would have. But do we? At this point, it's just principle. Do we want to play in a tournament that's being mishandled like this? It's a joke.
And then to make it worse, like
we don't care. We don't even. We're not in this for the money. We love the game. We love the RBG, but we also love to be treated fairly. Go ahead.
They're trying to say that on that what was I saying on EOTs they're why is he